Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we're playing a deck I've been meaning to play for a while, and that is a new version of Mono Red Burn or Mono Red Aggro. And we're using a couple of new cards from Wilds of Eldraine. So we've got 4 copies of Goddric Cloaked Reveler, which is a 3/3 for 3 mana with haste, and it has Celebration, so as long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, Goddric Cloaked Reveler is a dragon with base power and toughness 4/4, flying, and 1 red mana dragons you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So this is a very powerful card which goes well with a lot of cheap permanents that we'll be looking to cast, a lot of our 1-drops and 2-drops, etc. And then we've got 4 copies of Charming Scoundrel. So this is a 1/1 for 2 with haste, and when it enters the battlefield you choose one. You either discard a card, then draw a card, create a treasure token, or create a Wicked Roll token attached to a creature you control. And a reminder that a Wicked Roll is an aura that says enchanted creature gets +1/+1, and when this aura is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. So this is a very versatile creature, can help draw us into the cards we need. If we've got excess lands, we can discard those. It can ramp us a little, or it can pump up one of our creatures, including itself. So there's something there as well about just kind of keeping going. And then the rest of the deck is pretty much a pretty standard Mono Red Aggro deck. So we've got 4 copies of Command Who Faces Kakazan, 1 mana Saga that deals 1 damage to each opponent and Planeswalker when it enters the battlefield. Gives the next creature you cast a +1/+1 counter on chapter 2, and then turns into a 2/2 haste on chapter 3. 4 copies of Monastery Swiftspear and 4 copies of Soulscar Mage, so the 1/2 prowess creatures. Then we've got 4 copies of Play with Fire as well, versatile removal spell. Then at 2, as well as our Charming Scoundrels, we've got 4 copies of Eidolon of the Great Revel, so 2 red mana for a 2/2 that says whenever a player casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, it deals 2 damage to that player. Obviously, we will take a reasonable amount of damage from the Eidolon, but that's not really the point. It's all about just getting more damage over on the opponent as quickly as possible. 1 copy of Feldon Ronom Excavator, so 2/2 haste. It can't block, and whenever it's dealt damage, exile that many cards from the top of your library. Choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. And we've got 4 copies of Lightning Strike as another removal spell, 1 Reckless Impulse just to help us draw into more cards, and then a 3-drop as well as Goddric. We've got Nahiri's Warcrafting, so this is a sorcery removal spell that deals 5 damage to a creature, planeswalker, or battle. You look at the top X cards of your library where X is the excess damage dealt this way. May exile one of those cards and play it this turn. So that's a good way of not only removing a problematic creature or planeswalker, but also potentially getting some card advantage as well. It's also 5 damage, can deal with Shieldred, one of the few ways that this kind of deck can. And then at 4-drop, we've got 2 copies of Hazoret the Fervent, so 5/4 with Indestructible and Haste, can't attack or block unless you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, and you can pay 3 and discard a card to deal 2 damage to each opponent. So yeah, Mono Red Aggro. Mana base, lots of mountains, obviously. 4 copies of Den of the Bugbear as our creature land. 4 Ramanap Ruins, which can burn out the opponent as well. 1 Sokenzan to create some more spirits, and 2 copies of Mutavault as well, just to keep the damage flowing. Then in the sideboard, we've got 2 copies of End the Festivities, so dealing 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. Rending Volley to hit white and blue creatures. Abrade as another removal spell, but can also hit artifacts. Boiling Vortex, which deals with those kind of combo decks, fires decks that try and play things for free. Unlicensed Terce's Graveyard Hate. A couple more Nahiri's Warcrafting if the opponent's playing particularly problematic creatures, i.e. Shieldred. And then 3 copies of Rampaging Ferostodon, which is a 3/3 menace that says players can't gain life, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. So if the opponent's on a life gain strategy, or trying to gain any life, or just going wide with creatures, then Rampaging Ferostodon could do a lot of work for us there. So yeah, that is Mono Red Aggro. As I say, a couple of new cards that we haven't tried before, so interested to see how these do. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, hit those like and subscribe buttons. I really should come up with a new way of saying this bit of the video, but, you know, it kind of works. So yeah, and let's go onto the ladder and see how we go on with this. Okay, so we have creatures, we have spells. Our opponent is on a Keruga deck, so we have a bit of time as well to hit them before they can get going. So let's open with Monastery Swiftspear. That's not a surprise, but let's play Eidolon of the Great Revel. Probably not as impressive against this particular opponent, because, you know, they've run a lot of expensive spells, but... Okay, that will do them a little bit of damage anyway. So let's play Soulscar Mage and Feldon. Strike them down to... Okay, well, let's Lightning Strike this. Take 2. Let's play with fire our opponent. Keep a land. Then we'll be able to play Hazoret next turn. Oof. That's not good for them. So let's play Hazoret. Yep. Okay, very solid first game that. So, Fires of Invention. Rending Volley, I think, is decent here. Roiling Vortex, obviously. I think they'll probably do for now. And I'll probably take out Eidolon just because they don't have that many cheap spells. We are on the draw, so maybe let's trim a Hazoret and put in another Nahiri's Warcrafting. Yep, this is a pretty decent hand. So let's play Commander Faces Kakazan. Play Swiftspear. Followed by another Commander Faces Kakazan. Okay, this is going pretty well. This is out of Bone Crusher Giant range as well. Ooh, we love to see a shock land. Fair enough. So, we could Goddric here, because this would turn into a dragon, but I think we're better off just lightning striking this. The sneaky interaction between Kamano and Goddric is that when this exiles and comes back, it does count as having entered the battlefield, so always worth bearing in mind. Ooh, that's cheeky. Okay, well, let's play Goddric here. Attack them down to 5. Commander faces Kakazan. Let's pass the turn with, well, yeah, let's pass the turn with Lightning Strike up. Okay. Well, let's hit them down to 1. Now let's play Soulscar Mage. So we're presenting 2 lethal threats at the moment. Okay, Keruga is fine, because I can just Rending Volley it. So we're looking pretty good here. Yep. Excellent. Very quick first game. Yes, I think this will do. A little bit painful on the old mana, but got plenty of threats. Okay, I'm loving the opponent's avatar. What is this? Okay, the opponent's on Rakdos. So let's play Eidolon. Okay, let's do this in the right order. Punch down Liliana. Play Eidolon number 2. Let's see what's next. Fair enough. So let's double take down these. I'm really going to want another permanent to be able to add to the board, non-land permanent, that is. And that's not quite the one, but let's see if they want to trade with their Bone Crusher. Yep. Take that trade all day long as we have another one. Excellent. Okay, that is what we like to see. It's quite aggressive not to use them on defense. Okay, I think they're just dead here, so let's offer them a trade with our Goddric. So we'll blow up a Ramanap Ruins at the end of turn, get them to 1. Yep. Okay, close run thing there, but we did get there. The opponent flooded a little, which I think helped us. So we definitely want the Nahiri's Warcrafting. We want Rampaging Frostodon. What are we taking out here? So probably some of our less good creatures. So let's take out... actually, Hazoret can tangle with Shieldred. So let's leave Hazoret in. Maybe Eidolon? Yeah, they're a bit aggressive, so let's take out one Eidolon and let's just have 3 Warcraftings. Yes, let's do it like this. Yep, this is a decent hand. A few threats. Would be nice to have something to get the second trigger of Kamanu off, but can't have everything. Okay, that'll do. So let's play Kamanu faces Kakazan. Let's play a second Kamanu faces Kakazan. And hit this with a Play with Fire. Okay, let's play Feldon here. Double attack. Okay, land please. Thank you. So let's Nahiri's Warcrafting away Shieldred. Okay, let's attack. Now let's cast Rampaging Frostodon. Okay, well at least they can't gain life. Well, let's Reckless Impulse here. Interesting. Okay, let's play Goddric. Let's... Okay, they're down to 3. What should we do here? Let's Nahiri's Warcrafting this. Let's take Charming Scoundrel. Let's play it. Let's discard and draw. Play Soulscar Mage. Pass the turn. Excellent. Okay, and we took down Rakdos there. Very happy about that. Okay, take the play. Don't keep this hand. Keep this hand. Well, they're presenting a Thoughtseize if ever I saw one, so I think let's play this. Let's create a treasure token. Not Thoughtseize, Fatal Push. Must learn the names of cards. Okay, let's play another Commando Faces Kakazan. Let's play with fire their Dread Knight. Golgari Beanstalk it is. Felden can come down. Excellent. So, Golgari. So we'll need Nahiri's Warcrafting. So they're probably playing Shieldred, so let's put in Frostodon. Let's take out Eidolon. One copy of Goddric. So we're increasing the curve of our deck, so it's much less likely that you'll have the two non-land permanents that you need to activate Goddric. This hand's a bit heavy on land, but we do have Scoundrel to potentially discard one, so I'll probably keep it. Okay, let's play Scoundrel here. Let's discard Mountain. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Ooh, gain 3 life. How rude. So let's play with fire that away. Play another Charming Scoundrel. Let's create a treasure token this time, I think. I think we're going to have to play Goddric here, unfortunately. Would prefer not to. Why can't I just play Shieldred like a good black deck? Presumably they've got a fatal push. Yep. Okay, well, let's play Swift Spear. Let's Nahiri's Warcrafting. No, actually, let's attack it down first. Now Nahiri's Warcrafting. Let's have a mountain. Yep. Many a Beanstalk. Now let's keep this mountain in hand for the time being, just in case we find a way to discard it. Come on, play a creature. Alright, playing up the Beanstalk, see if I care. Command faces Kakazan. So I could Warcrafting that, or I could attack it down. Yeah, let's keep Warcrafting in our hand for the time being. If they would just play a creature, this wouldn't be a problem. But oh no. So they've kind of morphed into a control deck here, really, rather than a mid-range deck. They're just refusing to play anything. Okay, that's pretty decent. So let's play Goddric. We're probably dead now. Yep. Scoop this one up, go to game 3. So, anything we want to do? I think let's bring back Eidolon. And let's take out Charm Scoundrel, I think. Yep, that will do. Tough not to keep this one. No. Well, that was a mistake. Not a lot you can do in situations like this, unfortunately. So let's pop back a couple of lands. Kill that. Let's activate Mutavault here. So we are doing a bit of damage along the way. Okay, they can take our Lightning Strike. Pass the turn. You know what, considering this was a mull to 5, we've not done too badly. Swift Spear. Activate Mutavault. There was ever a need for a Nahiri's Warcrafting, it's now. That is not one. Okay, I'll give it one more turn, and I think we're just calling it a day. Okay, Frostodon's not the worst. At least it stops them gaining life while it's on the battlefield. See if it actually survives any time at all. Nope. Ah, never mind. Yeah, okay. We can ditch one of our our unnecessary lands with Scoundrel if we want to. Useful addition to this deck, I think. Okay, so the opponent's playing a Greasefang deck. That's useful to know. Let's discard this Mountain. So there's not much we can do here except to hope. So no 3 damage instant speed removal, so let's just hope it's a swing and a miss for our opponent. Sure. Okay, it is not. Of course, they get both the bits of their combo. So let's play with fire the opponent. Nope. Let's play Nahiri's Warcrafting on one of these. See if they've got a way of getting another vehicle in the graveyard. If not, we're not actually dead. Okay. So we should have a pretty good sideboard against this match. So Rending Volley, Purse, a Braid. And let's take out our Sorcery Speed removal. Also, Play with Fire is no good here. Okie doke. All our removal does need to be able to hit Greasefang. Nope, this isn't a keepable hand. This is. Let's pop back Hazaret here, I think. Charming Scoundrel. Let's have a wicked roll. Parhelion in the bin. We're going to have to keep up a braid, unfortunately. Good. So they're just land hunting here, so they probably already have a Greasefang. Okay. Good. Let's play another command who faces Kakazan. Sure. So they're clearly holding on to Hand Disruption and Greasefang here. So I could play Swift Spear and Eidolon. That way it becomes very painful for them. So let's try that. I assume the boat's coming back here. No, just Parhelion, fair enough. Hmm. Okay, got away with that one. So, are we doing anything differently on the draw? I don't think so. Yep, this is an okay hand. It's not ideal, but it's okay. Really needs more than one bit of Greasefang removal, but can't afford to be fussy in these situations. Drop a Kamanu. Okay. No Greasefang, no vehicles in the graveyard we love to see, so let's play Eidolon. Now let's play Swift Spear. do some attacks. Interesting. Wouldn't necessarily be my choice. I'd try and trade, but no, okay. Heartless Act. They can't kill. They're just going to have to remove counters from it. I suppose that does then kill it. Okay, that's very contrived, but sure. I suppose it gets them what they want to. Okay. So let's kill that. Then let's play Hazoret, just because we can. I see. They are going to find the Hazoret damage a lot more than they can cope with, though. Excellent. There we are. Mono Red Burn doing some good work. It's felt a little underpowered for some time now, but that did quite well against most of the matchups. A little unlucky in our draws against Golgari Midrange, but yeah, pretty good. Oh, we have a pack. Dominaria United. Gems. Okay, let's have one last look at the deck list. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, seem pretty good. I'm sure it can be tinkered with, as always, but yeah, some decent new cards there. Goddric didn't go off quite as often as we might have liked, but we didn't play it that often, to be fair. So yeah, one to keep an eye on, but interesting. Well, thanks very much for watching. See you next time.